First, I want to apologize that I'm in my car. I'm so sorry. I'm not in a proper place like you guys.
No
But
worries.
thank you so much for your time, Maria, Kathleen. Is Kai okay?
Yes.
Kai, okay, perfect. Kai, thank you so much for your time. Pleasure. So I'm going to start with you, Maria. How excited were you to be voicing this character, Abuela, which is like you've been like doing voice work for quite some time, but this is very special, especially because it's Dora. How is it for you to be part of this series right now?
Oh, I'm very excited, very honored. I've been having a great time. I remember when I had the audition, I used a lot of my own grandmother as inspiration, whose real name is Dora.
Wow.
I know, and I never heard the name Dora, except my own family. My grandmother and then my older sister was named Dora after her, and I was named after the other grandmother. So I never heard Dora. So when the Dora show came out, I'm like, oh my gosh, look, there's the Dora show. It's so great. So, and many years later to get to be part of it, and in such a sweet, wonderful role, who's traditional in all the wonderful traditional ways and non-traditional in that she's, she climbed the mountains of Cuba herself when she was young. So Dora takes after her. And I thought that was such a sweet thing. I get to sing, cook, climb mountains, go on adventures. And she's a wonderful role model for a grandmother. And I used a lot of my own, like I said, my own grandmother, my own mother. And so it took I remember thinking, gosh, I felt so great at that callback. I felt so connected and it felt so good, and I hadn't heard. And then when I finally heard that I got it, I was so happy because everybody loves Dora, and she was so well written in the audition. I loved what I had to say. So I'm having a wonderful time, and I'm very grateful for such a great, great character.
That's fantastico. Love it. So, Kathleen, you voiced Dora before, right? So now you
Yes.
mommy. How is like transitioning? Like, because it's been like, I don't know, it's 25 years. So
Yes.
now you transition to mommy. How is it for you to grow up like this?
I know. I actually love it so much. It's definitely a full circle moment for me. I remember when I first went into the booth to record for Mommy, it was really hard for me not to read the Dora lines. But I had to be like, okay, not Dora, I'm Mommy. But I really love playing Mommy. I get to put all the love I have for Dora into my mommy voice and in this role, and it's just really nice to play a new character in the same universe and to see the legacy continue.
Yes, and Kai, Diego, the best friend, lo amigo. I love it. So how did you prepare like to voice him, and how excited were you to be part of this series?
I was sorry. That's my lunch. I was so excited to be a part of this. Like, I said this so many times, but I was so overwhelmed with happiness, excitement. I was like shocked. I literally screamed. Everyone in my house heard. And like to prepare for it, I've had to like think about like who Diego really is, and I found a lot of similarities between me and him, so I don't really have to change much. I just kind of just got to get a little bit more of like an action cartoony voice, but I found so much like Diego really is at its core something that I can find in myself.
Amazing. Coming back to Maria, what we can expect of this season 3 of Dora?
Oh gosh, more adventures, more intimate storytelling in that you get to know more personal things about the family. Like Kathleen mentioned how Mommy and Papi met, and you get to hear about my background, how Abuela grew up, and certain things she got to have and certain things she didn't have, and the kindness and generosity of Dora and how she does something for me very special in one of the episodes. I don't want to give it all away, but she's such a generous little person. She's just she's the perfect role model in my opinion for that age. She's so curious and giving and fun and loyal, and so you'll expect wonderful music. We've talked about this all morning, how grateful we are to have such great music on the show. And it's even better. So it deserves another 25 years.
Exactly. I agree. So come back to you, Kathleen. We can say that Dora is the pioneer of this bilingual series for kids that speak Spanish and English, and is very important for like the generation that grow up and the generation that is coming. How is it important for you to be part of series and projects like this that mix languages?
I mean, it's amazing. It's a little overwhelming too, especially since I've been a part of it from such a young age, but in a great way. It's to be a part of a show that has been so impactful, not just for the Latino community, but for everyone globally. I think, Dora really transcends out of the Latino community, but everyone can resonate with her and her values. And it's really important, I feel like, to be open to new cultures and to, different families and their traditions, and the way that Dora presents that for, her viewers, being children. I think it's really important that they learn that from such a young age. And a lot of us here, we do speak Spanish. Maybe it's not perfect, but that doesn't make us any less Latino. And I just feel like also Dora celebrates that too. She celebrates where she comes from. She celebrates, Spanish and her language. And she's also willing to teach and to share that with everyone, and teaches, in the show, she teaches whether it's a phrase or a word with the kids, and she repeats that. And I think that's so important, to connect with Dora and her family. And it just makes you feel included in everything that she does and in her family. And I think that's why everyone loves her so much.
Yes, and it's beautiful. I'm Brazilian, and I can relate to her. Like, and even though I speak Spanish as well, and she speaks Spanish, but people in Brazil and the Brazilian kids really love her too. My son used to love her. Now he's older, but anyway, they grow up. So, and for us to wrap it up, Kai, how was your Spanish? Like, did you learn anything new? How was coming into this series with your Spanish as well?
Yeah, so I don't have the best Spanish, but so it was really important for me because I was born in America. I've lived here all my life, to still find my Latino roots. And so throughout all of elementary school, from kindergarten to 5th grade, I did dual language the entire time. So I got really, really good at my Spanish, and then I went to middle school and couldn't do it anymore, so I kind of lost it. But I went to Mexico City, and there it all came back to me almost immediately, and then I got it back, and it's been faltering, it's going back, but having here, every time I go into the studio to film, it's it all just rushes back to me, and I can remember it. It's a little hard to hold on to it, but I have it.
Amazing. That's amazing. This is the time that I have you through all. Thank you so much for your time. Muchas gracias. Muito obrigada. And a lot of success. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ciao.
If you like to support or continue to support Jana on Camera, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the videos.